Alrighty. What is up? What is up? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DL Talk. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you guys have been digging the new setup. I feel like maybe right there with the two video clips, I should have had the desktop audio thing off, so it kind of sounded doubles. I'm sure for you guys, I know to make that better for the next one, but hopefully, the vocal, can you guys hear me all right? How's the video coming through? Your input means the world, you guys, and thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Thanks to the Blue Crew tuning in. Who do we got in the chat here? We got XRP King Duck. What is up? No doubt he believes XRP and XLM are going to lead the next bull cycle. RPM in the house saying, let's go, let's go. I know XDC is going to be up there as well, RPM. That is for sure. Everything is working sweet so far. That's good to hear, Darcy. Let's dump this shit. Let's go. Okay, all right, Darcy. There we go. Bullishness towards the downside. Audio is great. Good to hear, Sean Thompson. Appreciate it. Been bit by a Bill Gates MMA vaccine mosquito. I need moon fast. Yeah, RPM. You're gonna have to get that money quick so you can afford to counteract that thing, right? All of a sudden, BlackRock is pro crypto. LOL on Fox Business today. No way, Sean Thompson. The bullishness, man. Hell, you're gonna see in some of the news that we go over today. BIS and these institutions, they can't stop talking about DLT, digitization, tokenization. I mean, the adoption. This whole, we got a little bit of a red day going on after this post 4th of July, week that we have going ahead here, and some of the there was a good amount of bullishness building up towards it, so it looks like we're going into some bearishness. But that's why we were talking just yesterday or the day before, with certain cryptos that went up, like let's say 25% in the past 24 hours or so. We were taking profits in our Tradle portfolio. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. Yeah, there should be no music playing in the background when we're doing the live stream here. It should just be the vocal, so that should be good. Yeah, no, music's not supposed to be on at this point. Hopefully it's just the vocal and us here in the Blue Crew here, you guys, giving the time to the chat. I may try to figure out how to play some music in the background again eventually, but I think it's a little bit more difficult when I'm just doing like strictly Streamlabs type of stuff here. Maybe if I get headphones, I can maybe play some music in the background, but whatever. Yeah, everything's working fine. That's good to hear. Appreciate it, guys. And once again, thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. It lets the Blue Crew know what we're doing here, because we stream randomly, so it's hard to get us all together at once. It's built up over time on these streams. Sometimes we have people jumping in as soon as possible, and some people don't get the notifications and jump later. And then some people jump right at the end of our streams. But either way, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and let's get into it. Let's keep it crypto here. We got BTC at 30K 500 again. Let's hope it can stay over this little milestone. Maybe it goes to like 30K 490 to trick us, right? Something like that. But hopefully BTC can be bouncing off at this range, and then we could talk about a movement towards the upside, continuation of whatever rally is going on here. It could be a bear, it could, or whatever, it could be a trap, right? But we'll take the relief rally. We've been due a pretty decent relief rally. We don't there is the potential, guys, that we can go back to, BTC really getting close to the halfway point in terms of 50% close to its all-time high again. I feel like we can get to maybe 35K or 40K before that's really sensitive area to decide whether we're in a bear cycle or still continued bear cycle or bull cycle. But a lot of cryptos still have a lot of catching up to do. It's been really interesting with the alts because they've just been held back so long. A lot of these cryptos haven't even gotten to their 50% range from their all-time high. You're already having BTC getting close to that, but you're not seeing that with the altcoins here, and I think that's pretty interesting. Hans Loaded in the chat, appreciate you tuning in. See you guys hitting that like. Lets the Blue Crew, like Hans Loaded, know what's going on here. He gets to jump in. He's doing his thing. And once again, thanks to any new subscribers. The channel's growing very well, guys, because of the bullishness that you guys have been bringing. And I think people are starting to wake up and seeing what this channel's been offering for a good while is information on ISO 20022, CBDCs, developments with the BIS in terms of tokenization and, you know, embracing crypto assets, talking about custody of crypto assets. I mean, they released a video just yesterday talking about DeFi and crypto, of course, the risks, but what could be the regulatory resolutions. So things are moving as intended, right? And it's a wonderful show. We're just sitting back and enjoying the show, right? So we got Solana here hitting 1876, just below $19 again. I think I like sub $20 Solana. I kind of feel like we may get a chance at maybe a $9 Solana in the future, somewhere under the double digit range, just like one last time with Solana. But really excited for the future of this project, especially if it's just been dealing like, I like Solana now to the point that, sure, it may be a bad project. I don't know. I can't really make that judgment. All I'm seeing is kind of the opportunity and value here and the uniqueness of this project and how divisive it has gotten. Now there's people who either really like Solana or hate it. And I just kind of really like it as an opportunity here to take advantage of an opportunity where maybe this has been a ton of FUD for Solana, right? And this could be a tremendous opportunity come next bull cycle. Same thing with AVAX and a lot of these cryptos. All of them have been dealing with tremendous FUD in their own right. HBAR has, Algo has, right? So let's just see what ends up developing here as we go along. Let's see what are the cryptos that are up in the past 24 hours. We got BPM here up 109% apparently in the past 24 hours. And we got Proppy doing some tremendous things. I saw Proppy going over 50 cents, guys. Like, what a tremendous move in the past 24 hours for Proppy. Basically a 2x and then some, going from 25 cents to 57 cents in the past 24 hours. Shout out to those who still hodl some Pro. Filecoin continuing its ascension up. We may see Filecoin above $5 very soon. Interesting stuff. You know, that one's had a lot of FUD towards its way, but it's continuing to develop. They built the FVM, you know, Filecoin virtual machine. Interested to see where that ends up, how that ends up developing, you know, a few years from now. And then, you know, it has just been released, right? So we need to see some growth there. Good to see Sologenic. We were talking about a 10-cent Sologenic here. Now we're up to 12 cents, 23% in the past 7 days. Not too bad. Not too bad for the green, you know, the green giants and the blue crew here. Up in the past 7 days, we got Proppy still leading the way with 69%. Maker at 36%, Filecoin once again. And guys, Solo and Aqua, we've been hammering these because they've been in our deep reds, and we're happy to see those those turnarounds in gains. Guys, SHX went up to as high as 518, 518. Hell yeah, that's the way to go when you're digging in the deep reds for 380 something SHX. Just good to see that turnaround, and love seeing the high volatility with this crypto. It's a roller coaster ride, but we believe in the long term as well. A lot of fun in the Tradle portfolio though, for sure. I got too much on the side still, but I'm not worried. Darcy, dude, you are gonna be a major, like, you know, you're tiger in the grass right now, man. You're cool with the profits and what you got, and you're building up that fiat for the next go around when it gets really bad, and that sentiment is just as bad as it's ever been, where people think crypto is officially dead. There was hope, right? Maybe this is a very hopeful phase, and then we have a massive crash. We'll just have to wait and see. Some global catalyst, I'm sure. It's happened in the past, you know, decade or so, where we get a couple of catalysts that initiate these bull cycles or bear cycles as well. Muleshoe in the house. What's up, Muleshoe? And XLM I trust. Nice, dude. Guys, appreciate the 11 viewers and the 8 likes. Once again, we are grateful for that support. It helps us grow, you know, the channel, and helps the blue crew know what's going on over here. And if you guys don't have a blue wrench and you're just like, you know, tuning in and viewing, feel free to jump into the chat. Don't be intimidated by the room full of blue wrenches here, right? Buying SHX, Aqua XLM, getting ready for the automated money market on the Stellar X. There we go. There we go, Muleshoe. Exactly, man. That is the way. And I think I would throw Velo in there as well. VELO. I like that for in that, you know, hell yeah, Muleshoe. That's awesome, man. The fact that you even know about SHX, Like, that's amazing. I think it's a wonderful gem that not enough people in the crypto space really acknowledge. And I think it'll have its day. I don't think it's going to be in that low, wherever it's ranking is currently, which I think is in like the thousands. I think that is highly undervalued for what this thing is actually delivering. Hey, what's up, Alex Yeet in the chat? Alex Yeet, appreciate you, dude. Guys, thanks for the 12 viewers, the 8 likes. We're looking at the moon here. Let me see how would we do the look of the moon here. Let me know how this sounds, guys.
Look at the moon. Oh my god. This is
Did that work out all right? Did it echo for you guys? Waiting on my cryptos to moon. And I don't mean to, you know, be, if you guys are just think, oh, this is a bunch of hype and it's a bunch of all this stuff. We talk a lot about, like, we go into the news, right? We read into the supposed facts, whichever they may be decided to be at the time, right? But we look over the stuff. We educate our stuff. We're not just only like just, oh, moon and no, you know, no reference on our reasoning. Right? We do believe the future is bright ultimately, and we do try to take advantage or, you know, predict or not predict, but, you know, see when bearish opportunities do happen as well, right? What's up, Marvin Davis? Appreciate you tuning in. Guys, I'm happy to hear that the video and audio is, you know, hopefully it's like the best that it's ever been for this channel, because we've been really working hard here to set up our Streamlabs and, you know, get this stuff really just, I'm tired of just not having that, you know, that quality sound and video. We're jumping into it and let's see how it goes. So many bullish news on XRP and it doesn't move at all. I mean, Alex, it's been a slow crawl, man. You've been in XRP for a good while. You've at least seen some gains, I'm imagining. If you were in on XRP around 17 cents, bro, or 11 cents when it was there for a bit, I mean, I imagine you're in pretty, you know, sure, it's not like mooning like hundreds of thousands of percent or whatever, but hey, at least you've seen probably more gains than you have out of stocks. I don't know if you're a stock guy, but going from 17 cents to $1.92 or 50 or so cents. Yeah, that's true. You know, you see cryptos getting affected more by news, but that's what's so interesting about XRP, right? And XLM too. You don't really see XLM getting too much hype either. Even the recent pump, yeah, that's impressive for XLM, but did it like moonshot? You know, did it just have like a what Proppy just did in the past 24 hours, like 100% gain? I believe if we do hit a .com bubble crash this time for crypto, which I hope is not this cycle, but if it does, it's going to be another 10-year hold to see any freedom money. Yeah, man, it's a long journey without a doubt, going from the traditional financial system to the new digital financial system. Alrighty, guys, let's jump into the news. And once again, it's really, you know, I'm just so grateful for your support, tuning in, viewing. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful July 4th. It was really fun streaming with y'all yesterday. Let's get into it here. So FedNow testing has arrived ahead of its July launch. While the window of early adoption may be closing, what actions can your institute take to prepare? Read about it in our latest blog by Deepak Gupta. FedNow testing is here. U.S. banks begin transacting on instant payment network ahead of July launch. Everybody's thinking, oh, instant payment network, that must be the Ripple net. That must be, you know, Swift GPI that is somewhat connected to the Ripple net as well, right? As long as it's connected to the ISO 20022, we know somehow XRP Ledger RippleNet is involved. Why is that Jed McCaleb is untouchable? That's very interesting, Alex E. I don't know why. I'm not too sure. I mean, hell, the Ripple guys thought it was good enough to work with Jed McCaleb, right? So if they thought he was a cool enough guy to work with, he must not be that bad. I think they just had ideological differences from what I understand, right? Supposedly ideological differences. You guys know we've speculated here that Jed McCaleb may be like a double agent, where maybe the central bank said, hey, we love Ripple and we think this could definitely just take over the whole market. But you know what? We love having two things. We love having division. We love Pepsi and Coca-Cola. We're going to do our Pepsi and Coca-Cola for the digital financial system, and that'll be XRP Xlm, right? So Jed, thanks for doing your thing in Ripple. Now we'll have you over here just to supervise stuff for what we're doing with IBM and the Stellar blockchain. And, you know, we'll take over the whole market with those two. And then SHX will just be a little bit of a sleeper coming in there, being like a little independent party, right? Getting a little bit of the volume there. I can't wait for crypto regulation in the US, you guys. I don't know how excited you guys are about this, but it's going to be amazing. You know how, like, it's going to be the new frontier for a lot of developers who have been really shying away from the US, United States, and crypto startup companies, right? The ones that can, you know, allowing innovation to grow here, right? And having that regulatory clarity with digital assets, you know, investors feeling safe in custodying these digital assets, especially things like XRP and XLM. I mean, I am thrilled. The customers of Ripple that are under NDAs waiting for that regulatory clarity. I mean, are you guys freaking excited? I hope. I mean, we're going to get regulation in the US whenever that happens, right? I don't know how long they want this show to go on. We know it's a show though, and we're stacking. We're taking advantage of the most uncertain times right now in crypto. You guys are so eager to have your money spending capped. Yep. Exactly, Sniff. It's all about the saving up. And I just do a little bit at a time, right? I like just chipping away. I'm not trying to buy one all at once and then spending more than I can afford to lose, which leads to panic selling. I hate to say it, you guys, the more that you what's it called? Like, the more importance you're putting, or, you know, in crypto, the more importance you're putting in crypto to help you, you know, with paying bills in life and stuff like that. I'm sure there's people who do that, and kudos to them. You know, they're making a ton of money, but I think it's a little bit stressful, right? To say the least. If you're just putting all your money in the crypto, hopefully you guys make overnight gains and get life-changing gains, of course, but I think I just like chipping away at it and getting a little bit here, a little bit there. And really, when it gets super red, then maybe we increase those buys a little bit more and more. What if they program, and once again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a pro trader, I'll never tell you what to do, and I'm always wrong. They're going to have our money on a use it or lose it status, like in China. What if they program CBDCs so they can't buy crypto? I mean, it looks like crypto is connected to CBDCs, right? DLT is going to be essential for CBDCs, and having them be so-called bridge currencies, right? XRP and XLM being called bridge currencies. I think people are going to be allowed to custody those things. I feel like the purpose of the reason XRP is even allowed for us to buy right now, I don't think it's for them to eventually stop us from being able to have it. I think they're literally saying, hey, you guys have had so many chances since the beginning of the release, like since this thing has been released, nothing can stop, you know, the XRP ledger from doing what it does, and that's making payments and people being able to acquire that XRP and hodl it and custody it. You know, if they have their seed and whatnot, they have their proof that they own that, right? I don't think they're just going to create a law that's just going to stop them from custodying, stop people from wanting to get XRP and XLM. I don't think it's going to happen right. Like, I feel like XRP and XLM will go up in price, and that'll be amazing for, you know, people who are actual crypto investors, you know, who are interested in it. I don't think retail or normal people will still be in on the boat yet. But they're going to be hearing the word of mouth from all these other people who started making money off of it. So then it starts to speculate, you know, bring in their interest, but then they're still not using it in a payments way. They start using it as an investment, right? So that's what's going to be really exciting. And that's why it's so damn important that this cross-border payments use case and this payments use case is mastered. And it looks like XRP and XLM are going with that. If we can get that, you know, figured out and have instant payments all over the world, then you're talking about all, you know, XRP and XLM being used for basically every transfer of value that happens on the planet, right? And bridging all that and being able to put it on the ledger. Like, that's why it's so important to master the payments use case first before all this stuff, because if you can do that, then you're going to be under everything. Like, you put anything of value, you put gold, you put stocks, you put airline points, you put your freaking game points from video gaming on it, and you can have this interoperability to send it across. It gets converted or bridged into whatever the receiver wants to receive and the amount they want to receive. I mean, I don't think this is about limiting access. The access has already been limited to start off with. I think, for the past 6 years, access to crypto isn't like the easiest thing here, right? So I think it will get easier, but I think we're going to see the big boys in it first. And then you have, this is like the glory days, man. I don't think the volatility will be as high again in the future. Maybe they keep that element, for digital assets in the future, where you can get crazy spikes or 100%, 1000% gain type of things. But I think once it becomes regulated, and more people are in it over time, I think the volatility lessens. So we're just very lucky to be here before all that begins. But it's definitely not meant for everybody, man. It's a lot of, mental toughness that has to go through with it here. Banks and FIs may be able to buy crypto, but they will be able to program CBDCs to disallow you to purchase anything they wish. No, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. I mean, already we're adopting digital payments, right? So there's going to probably be some niche communities of people who find ways to transact with physical forms of value. But the funny thing is, those physical forms of value will be NFTs, right, on the ledger. So even if you transact physically, there's going to be some digital footprint to it somehow, some way. At the end of the day, I mean, I think I'm so small in their grand scheme of things to begin with that I don't think they're that concentrated on me or what I'm doing or whatever. And if my stuff is traceable, like, I got nothing to hide, whatever, I think I see a lot of people get, I'm not saying give up your privacy and like privacy is not important. Obviously privacy is important. Legendary said, F you, man. F you. I want my privacy. I want my freedom. But anyways, let's keep going on with the news, guys. Appreciate you having the Blue Crew here. Thanks for the 10 viewers. Thanks for the 12 likes. Hopefully the video and audio experience is good for you guys, and I'm happy to see that. That means, the work we've been putting in is worth it. Limited access. Yeah, we will only be allowed to purchase 3 new items of clothing per year. That's in the paperwork. Devin Steve, I can see that, where they start everything for the purpose of saving our children in the future, right? Everything is about thinking about future children, thinking about the future generations, right? That's what's the most important. But how they use that, how they tug at your heartstrings to manipulate your actions into what they think is best for that future. But really, there's also alternative motives, right? It's not really that. That's the thing they put on the surface to get you to do what they want to do. And sure, maybe that does help future children, but there's also going to be a ton of garbage underneath it, right? As alchemists would say, a bunch of garbage. Best you stock up on the knickers and socks then? Yeah. I mean, I basically wear the same thing like for a whole week. No, I don't mean to sound gross, but I have a very limited wardrobe already. But I hear what you're saying. Like, don't only think of like limited in terms of wardrobe, like what portions of what you're allowed to eat and stuff, right? Yeah, I could see that. It's for your health. It's for the future of the children, right? Your future children. If you're healthy, your children are going to be really healthy. So you should only eat this portion. And if you do want a bigger portion, you're going to have to pay double that, right? Well, luckily the Blue Crew here is not going to allow for such a dystopian future, right? Let's see what we got going here. Guys, appreciate the 5 viewers, the 12 likes. Let's keep going on with the news here. Ripple on-demand liquidity volume surging in Asia Pacific. Chat with Ripple policy directors of APAC. Let's see what's going on here.
All right, congratulations.
Let me set it up for you guys. Want to make sure everything comes through all right. Okay, here we go. Wait, is this considered a media file? I don't think so. Okay, here we go.
All right, congratulations on the in-principle approval for a major payment license from the MAS. So tell us, what does this mean for Ripple's operations in Singapore and the Asia Pacific?
It allows us to offer regulated digital payment token products and services, which will enable us to better support and scale the use of on-demand liquidity, or ODL, by our customers in Singapore and across the APAC region, and that are looking to explore blockchain and digital asset technologies for their cross-border payment and treasury use cases. With on-demand liquidity volumes surging in Asia Pacific, we know that there's great appetite from customers in the region to engage and explore with blockchain and digital assets.
On-demand liquidity surging in the Asia Pacific region, right? And then, of course, Singapore here. We know their connections with the Monetary Authority of Singapore and how bullish Monetary Authority of Singapore is on Ripple, granting them a license, right? And the connections with Interledger Protocol, Monetary Authority of Singapore's, investment or, connection there with the Mojaloop Foundation as well. So it looks like Ripple's doing tremendous things over there in the APAC region. And then let's not forget, how Korea is obsessed with XRP and Japan as well. So love what Ripple's doing over on the east side, and then can't wait to see what they do over here on the west side.
And this obtaining the in-principle approval of the major payment institution license to better support these progressive customers and scale our ODL services to ultimately build a more inclusive and borderless financial system.
Okay, right. Rahul, so how does Singapore then fit into Ripple's global operations?
Singapore's location makes it a prominent gateway to emerging markets in Southeast Asia, as well as developed markets across the Asia-Pacific region. We're a global business, and we remain hyper-focused on building our teams outside of the US. About 90% of our business is global, and Singapore, and to a large degree, the broader APAC region, is one of our fastest growing regions and remains high on our list for recruiting.
At the start of the year, there was speculation that Ripple's case with the US SEC will be settled by mid-year. Well, we're here now. Can you give us an update on how the legal case is unfolding?
We continue to push for a speedy resolution. And we look forward to proving that Ripple did not violate securities law and that the SEC never provided Ripple with fair notice that its actions would ever be prohibited under the law. The decision and timing is ultimately up to the judge. We don't have any control over that.
Decision and timing is ultimately up to the judge, and who knows how long this motherfucker is going to take, but we'll see how it turns out. That is for sure. It is one hell of a show, and we're on one hell of a ride here following this crypto startup company. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, crypto company that is out there. A lot of people are going to talk Binance. I understand that. They're going to talk Coinbase and such, and Circle. But let's not forget how early Ripple has been in the game here, has had skin in the game here, has been a pioneer in going into the institutional mass adoption direction, wanting to be interoperable, which is the standard now for most projects. If you are not saying you are interoperable, it's like before that was, kind of a weakness, right? Viewed as a weakness, saying interoperability, right? Because then you go, oh, then what makes me want to use XRP? What makes me want to use it, right? But now you say you're interoperable, it's like, whoa, I want that versatility. I want that type of asset that or token that is on a ledger that allows for that to happen, right? How's the Blue Crew doing out here? How's the chat doing? Appreciate you guys. We got a little bit of a post July 4th hangover stream going over here, man. We got 6 viewers, 13 likes. The algorithm must hate us today, but hey, the Blue Crew don't, and you guys are amazing. Appreciate your support and love, y'all. XRP King Duck, he's saying, shh, don't tell him shit. That's funny, man. All right, let's keep going on with the stream here. Let's keep going on with the news. Hopefully this stuff that I'm showing you guys makes, excites you about Ripple and, keeps you at least somewhat up to date with what's going on and how we're seeing things here. And I'm hoping to be following, the best sources that you can possibly be following here. If you guys know some really other good sources to follow, please let me know. We're mostly very concentrated on, government organizations, banks, institutions, and whatnot that are really heavily involved in looking into, distributed ledger technology, DLT. Happy to host an event with Ripple for colleagues from both the public and private sector on blockchain and sustainability in the EU. Check this out. Nice little clip, right? Little photo right there. Good to see Ripple in that room there. I don't see any, big time recognizable faces in there, but, we're seeing Ripple just representing on all fronts. We had that interview with the guy talking about the growth in the APAC region for Ripple and how 90% of the business is, outside of the US basically. Can't wait to see how that number differential is going to be happening once the US opens up and those gates flood in, right? When the levee breaks. Ralph Cooper saying he's lurking. Appreciate you, Ralph Cooper. Appreciate the Blue Crew. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And, days like this happen, man. Only a few Blue Crew are in here, and that's all good, man. I appreciate the people who are out here. We do stream at random, so, all the support, just means the world to us. Without full and direct convertibility with public money issued by the central bank, a world of digital payments without CBDC would ultimately mean jeopardizing the private trust, says BDF Governor Francois right here. So Central Bank Payment News bringing up that piece of news. We got Stronghold, one of our favorite projects in the space, talking about calling all small business owners ready to take your payments to the next level. Check out Stronghold.net for flexible services, high impact rewards, and cutting edge tech. We're here to support your business journey. I like where Stronghold is going here, guys. You got Xrp and Xlm really tackling like the big payment institutions, service providers, and the central banks, right? Stronghold here, I love that they're really focused on small businesses, right? Especially with the connection that Stronghold has here with Ripple and XLM. I like seeing that, they're trying to cover all sides of the spectrum here. It's not just the top guys, the central banks, and yes, they're tackling the repositories of value, but they're also taking into account, the middle class and small businesses that, the small businesses that are embracing blockchain technology can really, grow to benefit in the future. The US is great, but the US is great, but it sucks. Yep. What's up, Legendary? Appreciate you guys tuning in. And once again, appreciate the support. We're building up the momentum again here. We got 11 viewers. We got 14 likes. Hell yeah, you guys are feeling it. Appreciate it. MAS released its latest annual sustainability report today at the media conference. MD Ravi Menon spoke on 4 issues: monetary policies, financial results, wealth inflows, and how MAS safeguards the official foreign reserves against climate risk. We're just keeping you up to date with what's going on with the Monetary Authority of Singapore here, you guys. We just talked about, we just heard about Ripple having a big presence there in Singapore, right? And with MAS granting Ripple a license and their involvement with Mojaloop and Interledger. So love keeping up with what they're doing. DBS, Digital Pound Foundation. DBS Bank China officially announced today the launch of an ECNY merchant solution, allowing mainland businesses to receive payments in the central bank digital currency. Guys, what have we been talking about? See, this is the type of stuff maybe a lot of people are overlooking, but we've been talking about this already for 4 years or so, maybe even the beginning of this channel. They'll let you pay in whatever you want to freaking pay with. But when you go to a merchant, you're most likely going to be doing a tap payment or a digital payment of some sort. And that digital payment's going to get converted to the CBDC, right? The merchants, the businesses that have to follow, regulations, right? That want to be running legitimate businesses are going to be running the payment, what's it called? EPOS or something like that, or whatever they're called, like, you know, this instrument that he's using right here, that the merchant is using. This is what it's all about, right? You tap, the conversion happens, you can pay with whatever you want, your game points, your airline points, your crypto, your, you know, USD, whatever you want to be paying with, any form of value, right? Rewards points, whatever. You pay it, conversion happens, Xrp Xlm making that happen into CBDC, the central bank digital currency. And what does Xrp and Xlm allow to happen? The unlocking of capital, right? From all across the world. So it's coming back to the base, it's coming back home. And the more money that's, and you know, in the respective country, it allows the central banks to have more power, right? Because they have more resources on the mainland, right? So I'm very interested to see if CBDCs are ultimately going to be maybe finite, right? If they're going to, or, you know, find a way to curb inflation, or, you know, there's going to have to be a transformation here, the way we're viewing fiat, right? But this is what it's all about. And that's the conversion right there, right? The conversion between anything you want to pay with, going into Xrp Xlm, and then into the CBDC, and then, you know, that's the country's, you know, national currency, right? So the US dollar, the CBDC for the US dollar, that's what the merchants are going to keep getting paid with. Hell, merchants and businesses and most people are familiar with paying with US dollar, you know, way more. There's a like I don't know if you guys have been watching our recent shorts, but Brad Carlinghouse said there's a repository of value in Bitcoin of about what, close to $1 trillion or so, whatever. There's a repository of value in the banks, you know, in the trillions upon trillions, right? So 90% of people still familiar with fiat over crypto, not as well educated with crypto and digital assets and what they're doing, right? But they know how to make payments. They know how to transact with the US dollar. They know how to do a digital payment, a tap payment, whichever, right? So this isn't as much of a learning curve. And then, you know, the people start to learn, oh, I can pay with whatever I want. Oh, cool. Oh, there's these bridge currencies that allow for this to happen. Oh, what's, you know, and it's going to be a long adoption curve for that. And, you know, you could still make, you know, there can still be so many spikes, you know, towards the upside that happen along this adoption. But what I'm saying is we've been talking about this for so long, guys, where you pay with whatever you want, it gets converted into a CBDC. It's unfolding right before our eyes. I know Legendary remembers this type of stuff. Grab some more Velo for a flip soon. Yeah, I'm liking Velo, man. SHX is a sleeper. What do you all think about Apollo currency out in the South Africa? I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Apollo, man. We've came and gone a couple of times. We've had Blue Crew come in bullish Apollo, and then they're not coming as bullish anymore, right? I mean, so, you know, Blue Crew can attest for this. Do you guys remember, like, I don't know which Blue Crew member it was, but there were some Blue Crew members who came in saying they loved Apollo, and I don't hear them coming back talking about loving Apollo, Apollo currency anymore, right? So that's my overall sentiment there with Apollo. We hear it sure during the bear cycle, but you know, it just rubs me the wrong way. I like the potential, I guess. I mean, I don't mind having it if I like have $5 or $10 and just see what happens super long term for it. I don't know if I'm going really heavy into this, or, you know, maybe $100 for some of y'all, whoever, or $1,000, but I'm not the biggest fan of Apollo. I just haven't been really. I think there's more cryptos that are on my radar, and I could be totally wrong about Apollo currency. I could be completely wrong about it, and I'm sure there's tremendous volatility with it that can make some really good gains. But until the Blue Crew really starts being all about Apollo, I'll really look into it. But I'm not trying to bash on Apollo here. That's all I'm saying, Marvin. Full of XRP, who? That's right. That's right. Yep. So yeah, once again, this is big news, guys. We've been talking about this on the channel for a long time. This is what Ripple's solving, right, is allowing for that on-demand liquidity to unlock all the, you know, all the value that's locked in, you know, different, you know, different countries from that aren't back in the home country here. This is what CBDCs is going to be allowing to do, and it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. I think it will be, you know, there's going to be like an economic boom from this that's just going to be tremendous. But there's all, you know, there's always consequences to everything, and this is like how they can do traceability, right? So no matter what merchant you're dealing with, there has to be that conversion into the CBDC, and that's how they can trace you, right? You could be thinking that you're using your Monero here, for example, right? You're doing a Monero transaction, and then you have a conversion into the CBDC, and there you go. You're still in the system or whatever, right? Yeah, SHX though, without is a sleeper though. Very excited for SHX. I just feel like Apollo still has like more boxes to check personally, but there's definitely a lot of hype with it, and a strong, you know, there's a strong community behind it. There's people who really are big believers for the Apollo currency. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on every crypto that I bash on, because ultimately I want us all to succeed, you know. Bank for International Settlements, the BIS Innovation Hub Nordic Center. This is an oldie but goodie, but I just thought it was interesting kind of seeing a little bit of the XRP logo here. I mean, it looks like they're trying to do upside down ends, but you can kind of see it there in the center, just these two directions pointing towards each other, right? But you see a lot of that symbolism, also some hourglass symbolism right there, infinity symbolism, I get you. M's, there's a lot of depth in that one thing, but yeah, Project Aura, harnessing data, technology, and collaboration to combat money laundering across. So yeah, the need for transparency in payments, right? This is how they can combat money laundering, right? Almost missed the stream. What's up, Work Until I Moon? I appreciate you jumping in, my dude. Thanks for the Green Giants. Guys, thanks for the 17 likes. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 20 before the end of the stream here. Let's see if we can even get to freaking 30, you know, after the stream, or 40 after the stream, or however many likes you like. You guys know out of YouTube, and I appreciate your support. It just helps the channel grow so much, guys. And we've been doing so, you know, tremendous, and just keeping that momentum going. So I appreciate y'all. Let's check out this video clip from Riz. We like his, you know, the things he shares here. Let's check out this video.
Well, let's kick it off with a big development for Ripple, the company closely linked with cryptocurrency Xrp. On Thursday, Ripple Labs' Singapore subsidiary, Ripple Markets APAC, announced it received an in-principle approval for a major payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS. The license will...
We were just talking about this, but this is great to have the reference, right? Here we go.
Grant Ripple the permission to provide regulated digital payment token services and products in Singapore. In a statement, Ripple said the license also allows the company to expand customer usage of its on-demand liquidity service, or ODL. That's a service that leverages the Xrp cryptocurrency to facilitate cross-border payments. Last year, much of Ripple's global ODL transactions flowed through Singapore, which serves as the company's Asia-Pacific headquarters. Well, let's kick it off.
So yeah, I mean, they're doing really good in the APAC region, it looks like, with Ripple. I mean, it would be... I think we're living in the wrong side of the wrong side of the sphere here, you guys, or, you know, for flat earthers, or, you know, whatever earthers you are. I'm just saying, I think... Man, Japan sounds like a lot of fun right now to be in terms of Ripple adoption and finding like-minded people over there. Singapore as well, like, just unbelievable to hear the growth of ODL transactions. One of the video clips we were releasing today talking about ODL transactions and RippleNet, you know, 20% of Ripple's business, like, transactions that they've done on RippleNet, 20% of that has been in XRP. And that was like announced like 2 years ago. Right, so I'm interested to hear how high that percentage has gotten. You know, even though they've been dealing with the SEC, they're still increasing, you know, usage of XRP in their business and in payments. Right. Was working in an attic. All good. All good. Yeah, no cold storage for APL either. There's no cold storage for it. That's interesting. No cold storage support. Interledger protocol. We love following the Interledger protocol on this channel. Interledger Foundation saying, participate in the conversation on web monetization. We want to hear your ideas and thoughts. Give a keynote lightning talk, or showcase demo your solution for a convene and panel. Choose the format that best serves your focus and submit your session idea here. Want to shape the future of web monetization? Submit your session for the ILP Summit 2023, right? So love hearing their growth. I actually left them a comment asking, how have developments with Project Dassy been going? We want to keep an eye on that, Project Dassy and Rafiki for institutions and developers, and just seeing how the growth continues to happen here for Interledger Protocol. Let's check out this clip from Xrpville. Much love to the Xrpville out there. He's got an awesome crypto channel, funky fresh, one of Blue Crew's finest. Let's check this out from Martin Maloney from the International Organization of Securities, FSI, Financial Stability Institute Regulatory at BIS, talking about crypto asset risk session. And this is a video that actually came out yesterday. That was like a 2-hour, video. And great to see Xrpville here jumping on it. Gotta love the Blue Crew here, man. Here we go.
Technology reduces the frictions for people to move in and out of particular products. And we've seen that as being one of the main reasons why people have moved into and wanted to move into crypto, because they like the fact that you can get in easy, you don't have to do lots of checks, it doesn't take days to get it done. And if we're talking about consumer behavior, that's a big part of consumer behavior that we all have to wrestle with. One of the things we've said in our recommendations is there should be, in every jurisdiction, appropriateness and suitability requirements for any intermediary who's involved in providing crypto to retail clients. In other words, the same kind of requirements that require in relation to other assets. And if you do that, it changes the whole framework in which the retail investor engagement with these assets is dealt with. The problem we have that's specific to securities markets is while securities markets are used for investment, and I talked about the economic function of investment earlier, they are occasionally at the margins also used for gambling. And there's a fluid boundary line between investment and gambling in relation to securities markets. And we have a big problem, which in the banking sector has just seen, I think, in relation to depositors. But
well, yeah, I mean, great to hear the BIS just having these in-depth discussions about, crypto assets. They've been having these types of discussions before as well. I mean, they love talking about things forever and keep talking about it until the plan is done, right? Plan is executed. Tim Shea in the house. What's up, Tim Shea? Appreciate you tuning in. Apex Crypto, XRP community. I know it's hard to have to wait for the outcome of the SEC v Ripple lawsuit, and we've been waiting for months. We may have to wait even more months before a ruling comes out. However, staying positive is key. The hardest part is over. Stay strong, fam. I mean, I'm excited to see when this resolution is going to be. I mean, it may be in perfect timing with, what we're hoping could be a bull cycle in 2024. And if that's the case, XRP getting regulatory clarity while a lot of other digital assets are maybe still dealing with the SEC to get regulatory clarity. But the bullishness could, I think it could really carry XRP to the next level. And hopefully we finally surpass BTC and no global catalyst causes it to switch again. We could see XRP leading the market, XLM following as well. And then we could see a bunch of other cryptos, even the ones that are still dealing with the SEC, making some good gains and drawing speculation, because you'll have investors hoping, okay, well, if XRP and XLM got regulatory clarity, I'm bullish on BNB. We're hoping BNB gets, then I'll invest in BNB thinking it could get regulatory clarity, because it's no different than, I'm just talking as like a basic investor or something in like a other crypto like that may be dealing with regulatory scrutiny. Guys, appreciate the 18 likes. Thanks for the 13 viewers tuning in. You guys are amazing. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to the Green Giants out there. Shout out to any new subscribers to the channel. You guys know how to YouTube, and I appreciate the support. It helps out the channel tremendously, and I hope you guys are appreciating, the news we're sharing here and getting up to date. And once again, feel free to jump into the chat. Say what cryptos you're keeping your eyes out on, and don't be intimidated by the room full of blue wrenches if you haven't spoken up. It's easy to get a blue wrench. We're going to keep giving blue wrenches away to people who are digging the cryptos and info that we're talking here and digging the Blue Crew. and then when we hit 5,000 subscribers, no more blue wrenches. That's going to be a very, historical day on the channel, because we just been doing blue wrenches for life so far, right? So we'll see how it ends up going as we move forward. We got some news for Quant Network here, QNT. Quant was at the heart of the conversation about CBDCs during the Euro Banking Association's annual conference and exhibition in June. So we're seeing here, right, the lead of Quant. This guy next to it is so bummed out. He's like, man, nobody really wants to hear what I'm talking about. People really just want to hear about what Quant's doing. Look at this guy's face. Right here on the left, he's like, damn it, man. How come I can't be working for Quant? We got R3 announcing. R3 is proud to announce to be sponsor of the Cybos 2023, and our meeting booking system is now live. So be sure to schedule a meeting with one of our experts at the booth. So Cybos 2023 in September, right there. R3, proud sponsor for the event. Gotta love, we've been following R3 and David Rudder for, some time. And, just here, we know they have a bag of freaking XRP. People don't want to acknowledge this. Like, a lot of people think, ever since XDC joined with them and how involved XDC and Impel and a lot of things with the XDC network is in R3, it seems like they have no interest in XRP. But what if they are using both those things for different purposes, right? So really excited to see how R3 is going to be developing here and how Corda is developing and moving forward. Yeah, excited for the future, man. The future is bright. Our future is bright, without a doubt. Let's keep it going. Bank for International Settlements. Central banks discussing debt managers and other policymakers to ensure that markets remain liquid, and risk premia constrained at the SIBRA 23 annual meeting, right? Volante Technologies talking about Fed now. We just talked about this, but yeah, early July launch. Here we go. CredFi, RippleX development releasing. CredFi is thrilled to unveil the latest collaboration and integration onto the XRP ledger, a layer 1 decentralized and energy efficient blockchain. In the upcoming weeks, we are embarking on a new chapter, bringing our extensive suite of services to a vibrant XRPL community and wallets. This remarkable partnership marks a significant milestone in our journey to enabling us to offer you an even more comprehensive range of features and opportunities. Stay tuned for exciting updates and advancements as we forge ahead together into the future of decentralized finance. Just love seeing XRP just stretching out everywhere. Here we go. We're thrilled to announce Whitebit has become the newest partner. Coming out from Stellar here, guys. We're thrilled to announce Whitebit has become the newest partner to join MoneyGram Access. With this integration, Whitebit is able to offer users access to MoneyGram's cryptos cash off ramps across participating locations in Ukraine. MoneyGram Access. Looking like that MoneyGram Stellar, relationship has been working really, really well, guys. And, hopefully we're going to be seeing some, more increased usage for XLM here and through MoneyGram as well and other payment service providers. Yeah, very exciting times, man. And I'm feeling the excitement here, guys. Appreciate the 19 likes. Thanks to the 14 viewers. You guys are amazing. So yeah, ILP, once again, following the ILP here, ILP is developing an ILP-based open source digital wallet with one goal: to connect ILP with Pix through a seamless payment method that will allow people to send and receive money instantly in Brazil, right? What's it called? Kuwitz? I think it's called Kuwitz or Colt. Is it called Colt? I think it's called Colt. Interesting. So Colt's mission is to leverage culture by creating a safe space free of misinformation, fake news, hatred, and data exploitation. Colt seeks to offer a new business model connecting two revolutionary payment technologies, ILP and Pix, to allow people to monetize each other seamlessly. Interesting. Is this a social media type of thing? I'm interested to hear more about what Colt is. It's looking like it's starting out in the Latin Americas, though, building out here. But yeah, it would be more interesting to figure out what's going on here. Followed by Coil as well in the past. Oh, RIP Coil. RIP Coil, man. But happy to hear Interledger is still growing and doing well. Anyone bullish on Zilliqa? Man, we haven't... I mean, yeah, I'm bullish on Zil. I would say we haven't talked about it in a long time, though. Let's keep it, let's keep an eye out on it. It is on the Blue Crew Top 100 here. I mean, it looks like it could be a decent opportunity. 44% down on the year at 2 cents. Had an all-time high of 26 cents. You don't even need to go back to all-time high to make some good gains there. I could see Zilliqa maybe going up to like the 5 cent or 7 cent range. And if we get even extra bullish, maybe just touching 10 cents. But I mean, that's best case scenario in the short term for me. But yeah, I love that you brought that up though, man. Who was that? Bo Jackson? Bo Jackson? Appreciate you, man. Good running back, dude. Legendary Bo Jackson. We got the legendary Bo Jackson in our chat, guys. Can you believe that? You guys know who Bo Jackson is? Go check out some Bo Jackson highlights, man. One of the best running backs ever. R3 talking about blockchain as a service known as BaaS is a trending term for the broader DLT industry. That's what we do. We keep it DLT here. Tech Target featured R3 and its 8 BaaS providers to have you on your radar. R3 just continuing to slap the bass, man. Slapping the bass. Alrighty, guys. Let's jump into the charts here. Let's look at some prices. So thank you for bringing up Zilliqa and bringing up that to our awareness. Good instincts right there, Bo Jackson. Yeah, Zilliqa does like to fly. I mean, looking at that history, it definitely does. And if we're in a speculative bull market still, or in a speculative market still, I'm not saying we're in a bull market, but if we're in a speculative market, guys, I mean, when the bull cycle does happen, all these cryptos will be flying up. That's for sure. Are the NDAs slowly being lifted from Ripple partners? I mean, I think we're going to see them lifted. I think we're going to see them lifted after regulation in the US. I think the NDAs in the US will be lifted after regulation. Threw someone out of a home plate on one bounce with his back against the wall in Yankees. Threw someone out. Oh, Bo. Yeah, Bo was a sick athlete. Exactly, Tim Shea. He threw someone out at home plate. Damn. Playing from the outfield or something. One bounce. Bo Jackson, Raiders running back, also played baseball for the KC Royals. That's awesome. Been holding a bag for a long time, but had to find news. But hard to find news. Yeah, man. I hear you. We could try to... Let's check out if we're... I don't think we're following Zilliqa's Twitter. We can try to keep up on that news for you, man. It's part of the Blue Crew Top 100, so we might as well just follow what they're doing. See what developments are going on. They still look like they're alive, though, and kicking. So let's see... Okay, here's Zilliqa. So 13 hours ago... Previously, mainnet upgrade to version 9.2.0 currently underway. The network upgrade began from the block number such, and the Zilliqa team will provide prompt updates on the completion of the upgrade. So there you go. They're still developing, still growing. Still something to keep an eye out for. Yeah, let's freaking follow them on Twitter, man. I'll ride that bullishness with you. I mean, at least we're finding it, which looks like could be a good floor right there for Zil. You're staking your Zil on KuCoin. Nice, Tim Shea. Guys, thanks for the 21 likes, the 16 viewers, and thanks to any new viewers that are tuning in. Don't be intimidated by the Blue Crew in the chat here. If you want to get a wrench, I mean, shout out some of your favorite cryptos that you like, and hopefully, they're cryptos that are, related with ISO 20022, CBDC development, or, just in the realm of DLT. But either way, I mean, there's some fun cryptos out there as well. Appreciate the support all in all. All right, looking at the charts, let's jump into the deep. Let's just get an update on what's going on in the past 24 hours here since the beginning of the stream. BPM wallet, 108% in the past 24 hours. Unbelievable. Proppy, 88%. I mean, these are looking like some good profit-taking times on those cryptos for sure. Absurd gains in the past 24 hours, but you never know. Super low volatility. I mean, super low rank type of cryptos could have higher volatility. Filecoin, you know, having a little bit of a retracement, but we like Filecoin under $5. We like Solo. Good to see Solo up in the past 7 days, though. Maybe some people are trying to take profits. I still like it at the 12-cent range. I think Solo is being slept on for sure, especially if we're hoping for success in the XRP ecosystem. I think Solo is going to be riding on that wave as well. Let's go into the deep reds here. See cryptos that maybe haven't caught up with the, you know, the rest of the market, or just cryptos that are red across the board here. Let me get a sip of water. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Yeah, we got the Eye of the Tiger Crypto OG. How you doing, man? But yeah, great call out there, Bo Jackson, on Zilliqa. So we got let me see. We got DAG here, 53% down on the year. I'm liking DAG at the 3-cent range. You know, this is Alchemist's least favorite segment. We're going into the toilet bowl here of garbage. You know, the garbage cryptos. Oh, man. But, hey, man, sometimes there's value in these, and they have nice little turnarounds. You never know. We're still in a speculative market. There's no regulation, right? So, and we don't know which ones of these are legit or not anyway. But we're just seeing, you know, red across the board and trying to find opportunities here. And we're liking the opportunities that we're seeing here with things like Expector, possibly. I know XRP community is big on Expector. Expector down 36%, down to the 5-cent range here. Let's see what the supply is here. 88 million total supply. I mean, it could be creating a floor here. It had a nice run up initially from 2 cents up to the like 7-cent, 10-cent range, right? And now back midway through. I'm liking this retracement level here, and just that it's red across the board, at least in starting. This might be my, you know, I don't own any Expector. This is on the Blue Crew Top 100, and Blue Crew has shouted this project out. I think this may be my entry point right here for Expector, and we'll see what ends up happening, right? I'll throw in a little bit and just see what happens. We got XPR. I'm not the biggest fan of Proton, but I know there's some XPR heads out there, and if you guys are, you know, looking for, you know, 63% down on the year, that looks like a tremendous opportunity right there of, you know, for the XPR community. HNS Handshake, 75% down on the year, looks like a great opportunity there as well. Electronium, we like Electronium under the 001 or 2 range here. It's tremendous opportunity right here, basically right across the board. 1% up in the past 24 hours, but 32% down on the year, so we like that opportunity there. Not the biggest fan in the Flare ecosystem, but Flare being 95% down on the year, not the biggest fan though. But you know, if that could be a great starting position there though, and staking, and then just seeing what ends up happening with the volatility. XLM under 10 cents, love it. I'm smashing that. You know, anytime XLM under 10 cents, anytime HBAR under 5 cents, like there's still tremendous opportunities there in this space, you guys. I mean, we love seeing Bitcoin going up and going into that 31K range. Some cryptos had some really good volatility with it. Let's hope it can keep that momentum and find a bounce point here at around, you know, 30,500 and keep the momentum going for sure. And let's keep the momentum going here on the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, I had mine on Qcoin also, but I live in the USA. Right on. Bo, same here. I'm willing to move it until the last minute. Yeah, exactly. Before they start to really fully implement all that stuff with the... But I think it's only for like values of over $20,000 or so. I don't know what type of money you guys are working with, but you know, I think the KYC standards start to apply when it comes to like something with like $20,000 transactions or something like that, or custodying, or you know, sending $20,000 worth of value. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another DL Talk. Hope to see you guys very soon. Much love to the Blue Crew. Much love to the Green Giants. And once again, grateful for your support. Thank you for the 22 likes and any of the likes that happen after this video is over. We just are very grateful and hope to keep the momentum going and building on this channel and, you know, building a hell of a community here. That's what it's all about. So much love to the Blue Crew. Much love to the Green Giants. I'll see you guys in the next one. Always grateful. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. We got the eye of the tiger, and we keep it crypto. Adios.